The Supreme Industries Limited, a pioneering company that has offered quality products like DuraBoard HD100, DURA rods, DURA Shield, DURA Roofil, DURA Vapor Barrier, and many more, now brings to you DURA Membrane, a one-of-its-kind, new generation, non-bituminous and cost-effective solution for waterproofing of roofs, podiums, basements, etc. DURA Membrane is absolutely unique with features so versatile that it perfectly adapts to your waterproofing requirements. Due to its closed cells, DURA Membrane has very low water vapor transmission rate and excellent waterproofing properties. Being a polymer-based product, it has long durability and it offers good thermal insulation as an added advantage. Water absorption is also very negligible. The tri-dimensional cross-linking of cells makes DURA Membrane weather-resistant and shock-proof. DURA Membrane is polymer-based, laminated with an additional layer of polymeric film, making it flexible and lightweight, yet retaining its toughness. The elasticity in DURA Membrane enables adjustments in application processes at curves, corners, and contours. DURA Membrane has excellent chemical resistance. Application process of DURA Membrane. The application technique of DURA Membrane is quite simple and user-friendly, but it demands absolute precision, accuracy, and undivided attention in order to make DURA Membrane work at its best. First application stage, surface preparation. The first basic requirement before applying DURA Membrane is to prepare a compatible surface for a smoother application process. This means that the concrete flooring surface must be evenly leveled and cleaned of loose dust and foreign material. A slight roughness in the substrate is permissible in order to facilitate better adhesion of adhesive. Second application stage, adhesive preparation. The second stage is preparation of Gastic 1421C adhesive. The adhesive is a mixture of two components, that is, the resin and the hardener. Both these components need to be consistently mixed well in the ratio of 2:1, that is, 2 parts of resin is mixed with 1 part of hardener. Third application stage, adhesive application. The third stage is the actual application of the adhesive onto the leveled, dust-free surface. Apply a uniform coat of Gastic 1421C adhesive with a brush on the prepared, cleaned concrete floor and also on the bottom surface of DURA Membrane facing the floor. During this process, one must take basic note of the overlapping 50 mm joint area that needs to be isolated with BOPP tapes. This is to keep DURA Membrane free of adhesive, as it will not be conducive for a firm heat sealing of the joints. Fourth application stage, the laying of DURA Membrane. It is highly recommended that laying of DURA Membrane must always begin from the lowest sloping area of the adhesive applied surface. The membrane must be laid in such a way that the overlapping joint should not be facing the direction of water flow. Once the membrane is laid on the surface, a light roller must then be moved over with the required pressure to ensure no room for air pockets or air bubbles. Fifth application stage, heat sealing. The overlap of 50 mm between the two membranes is heat sealed with Lister Varimat hot air automatic sealing machine. The mouth of the heating nozzle is lowered down and guided to position itself exactly between the two membrane layers which need to be sealed. The temperature of the machine is set at 360 degrees. The airflow is constantly maintained at 10 liters per minute and the wheel rotation speed is set at 3 meters per minute. Sixth application stage, waterproofing of corners, contours and parapet. At the corners, the membrane is cut and sealed by overlapping. This ensures a long-lasting durability and also gives it a perfect finish. For contours and parapets, cut a groove of 10 mm into 25 mm on the wall. The membrane must be taken above the contours and terminated 6 inches to 8 inches vertically on the parapet wall and inserted into the groove. 7th application stage, waterproofing of pipe outlets. Waterproofing of critical areas like pipe outlets is quite a challenge, but not anymore with the use of DURA membrane. Firstly, a sheet of DURA membrane, which is minimum 200 mm in length, is folded in such a way that one side of the edge overlaps the other edge of the sheet to take a form of a hollow pipe. One should carefully note that the surface with nylon film comes on the inner side when rolled as a hollow pipe. This circular DURA membrane pipe form is then inserted at least 100 mm into the pipe outlet. The folded pipe is adjusted loose to take the exact diameter of the outlet. A marking is done and this circular membrane is then sealed using a handheld hot air gun. Now we have a pipe of 200 mm length ready to be inserted into the drain. Before the circular DURA membrane pipe form is inserted into the drain, one side of it is slit 100 mm vertically at the mouth to create 4 equal flaps. These flaps of the pipe form must be on the upper side outside the flooring surface. The other end of this pipe is now placed in the center of a new sheet of DURA membrane. The circular pipe form is marked and cut off, leaving a hole in the new sheet. This new sheet is placed over the pipe outlet in such a way that the circular cut hole falls exactly on the mouth of the pipe outlet and fixed to the surface with the adhesive. The circular DURA membrane is now inserted into the pipe outlet, passing through the hole of the laid membrane. The outer area of each flap is sealed with handheld hot air gun onto the surface membrane on the floor. The drain is now sealed thoroughly. 8th application stage, the final testing. The finest work of craftsmanship speaks volumes through the quality of output. To ensure qualitative and guaranteed perfection of work, the seal joints must withstand extreme testing conditions and yet emerge victorious. Only then does the credibility stand firm. The testing of the overlap joints is done using a vacuum testing kit, which comprises of a glass dome and a vacuum pump. The testing begins simply by covering the overlapping joints with a layer of lather or foam created by mixing any detergent in water. The glass dome is then placed over the foam area, making it airtight. Pressure of 2 bar is then applied with a vacuum pump in order to create a vacuum space within the dome, leaving no room for air. Such a condition forces any air trapped below the membrane to rush out through the gaps in the joint area. This rushing out of air creates a series of continuous air bubbles in the foam layer, and the faulty joints are detected and later marked and repaired. Now, under the same condition, if the overlap joints are properly sealed, the vacuum pressure applied will lift the membrane in the glass dome area from the substrate, thus proving its tough nature of sealing. DURA membrane is the only product that gives astonishing result of seamless perfection and finish every time. But even if the unusual tampered joints emerge, repair work on these faulty areas still guarantees to deliver the top quality standard expected from any world-class product. DURA membrane proves itself to be the best. After clearing various tests, DURA membrane must be protected with 40 mm IPS with cement and sand in the ratio of 1:4. Alternately, tiling too can be done over the membrane with cement mortar that needs to be of minimum 40 mm thickness. Never before in history has any industrial product offered 100% guaranteed waterproofing concealment. Never before has any product offered a lifelong durability, sustainability and flexibility. DURA Membrane, the only easy-to-use, cost-effective waterproofing solution available that ensures a permanent end to all your waterproofing hassle. DURA Membrane from the House of the Supreme Industries Limited. Save. Supreme always value efficient.